read it for the first time through, that it put women in a different perspective and empowered them in a different way, where normally you see a man taking advantage of women's kindness, love, and affection, and doing whatever he wants to do with it. So Eva's character was able to put him in a different position, put Charlie in a different position of, okay, you're a player, you have to be played. But she wasn't trying, so it wasn't really like an intentional thing. But I liked the way that it was set up, and it had all of us, between Lauren, Dash, like we were all in a position of power, and that we knew what we wanted. So, yeah.
And speaking of women in power, do you feel there's a tie to a woman's power and her sensuality?
I definitely think that there's a tie to a woman's power and her sensuality. I think it really depends on the situation and how you use it. I think there's a safe way to use it, and then there's a little trashier way of using it. But at the end of the day, women haven't really had that position before, or have had, but it hasn't been glorified in any way. So.
In the film, you guys talk about no strings attached, friends with benefits. People try it all the time. I have friends who are in like that current situation, and I'm just looking like, this is going to be a disaster.
You're watching it.
I'm watching it unfold, and I'm like,
accident.
Flag, throw the football at him. And they still do it. So why do you think, friends with benefits or no strings attached don't work? Or do they?
I feel like sometimes those relationships can work. I haven't personally experienced. I haven't personally experienced it, but I think that I think what I've realized in my different friendships, not my personal ones, but like watching my friends go through things, that you tend to, in a relationship or anytime you're feeling something like that feels good, you're throwing caution to the wind regardless. If you say that you want something like a no strings attached, it's probably because you want something more out of that person, so you're getting it. Sometimes that works, and sometimes that's usually the messy side of things. But I feel like if two people go into a relationship and they know exactly what it is, yeah, it can work. It tends to be like watching a car.
Yeah.
For sure.
Your character, she says that the reason why she, I guess, stepped out of the relationship was because she was with her fiance at the time since high school. What do you think people should do, kind of piggyback off of what she was saying about, do you think we should marry our first love and then play the field? Or I'm sorry, do you think we should play the field first before we get married? Because it seems like she had the man. She said she's marrying this person. There was no doubt in that.
Yeah.
But for some reason, she needs to step out, even though, he was having cold feet, but she stepped out. So I'm just wondering what you think about that.
I mean, that was Eva's personal experience, and that, like you said, she was involved in this relationship when she was basically a kid. And he put her in a position of, well, I've given everything to you, and then got cold feet. It changed her view on things and made her want to experience something different that she hadn't experienced before. And I think because of her honesty on the other side with Charlie, like, that was fair. That was fair for her. But it's definitely, it's a touchy subject. I'm like, ooh, she's touchy.
We're gentle.
I definitely think that now, and generationally, that you should be able to, as a woman or a man, be able to do what you feel as long as you're not hurting someone. And as long as you're upfront about your feelings. I think that's fair. I don't know, if I married my first love, though, we would be in a hole. So I don't know about that. But yeah.
Your hair looks amazing.
Thank you.
And I'm with the Cut Life, so we focus on all things hair, short, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, what does your hair say about you? Like, how often do you change your hair? How often are you like, you know what, I'm not going to do nothing with it, or you change the color? How often?
It's hard to say how often. I go through these like weird switch ups. So I just, I finished filming another film with Billy. I was just in South Africa for like 2.5 months. And I kind of like did the more natural thing. And then afterwards took out my weave. A lot of people didn't even know I had one. But, and then I wanted to color it. I kind of just go based off of how I feel. After shaving my head though, and that was just like totally exhilarating. I had a full-on mohawk for like over 4 years. That was a lot. So I was
What
like,
made
okay.
you cut your hair?
When did I
when you shaved it? What was that era for you when you were like, you know what, I'm gonna just do one side?
Look, I don't even know what I was going through. When they cut that ponytail off, it was the craziest, like, what do you call it? When your nerves go I don't know. I was losing it a little bit, but it was my idea. Wanted to do it for a long time, and then I actually shaved the other side when I shot a Wiz Khalifa video a little while later. But it took, like, literally and figuratively took the weight off my shoulders that, like, you know, women are always connecting beauty to hair, and you don't actually have to have hair to feel beautiful. You just have to feel confident with whatever it is. So yeah, shaving my head was crazy, but, like, now I'm in a place where I'm like, okay, I want to feel my hair.
Right,
I wanna
touch your neck a
touch
little
my
bit.
neck and feel my scalp. Yeah, I like change. Change is always good for your look, especially as a woman.
What's the biggest misconception that people have about you?
About me? About Cassie? Or about you? Probably that I'm a kept woman. I don't know. There's been a lot over the years. And all I can do is just work and just, you know, hope that people see it and come around to it. And if they don't, you know, I got a lot of love out there.
And then for the movie, what would you think for your character would be the biggest misconception of women dating out there today that your character, you know, does some of those things?
I would have to say, I mean, her confidence level coming into the film was just kind of like no holds bar. She was really straightforward with, you know, what she wanted to do. She overheard this conversation. She's like, okay, I see what he's saying. He's talking about me, like I'm not here. I hear it all. Let me play this game with him because he seems to be the perfect guy, perfect match, the perfect guy for what I want to do. But I think it could come off, and in the beginning came off like, you know, she could be like a little bit of a hoe. She had a smoothie and then she was having sex. But the arc in her character was great because she changed his perception, and never at any point was she not direct. So I think that could be a misconception.
Do you have any? I'm sorry. Okay. I was just wondering. You talk about the perfect match. Do you have anything that's like a deal breaker where you're like, not gonna cut it?
You guys, man. I'm like, I should have been prepared for that. My first answer was like dirty nails. Like, everybody looking at their nails like, no.
So nails over feet, like his feet could be dirty, or his.
Ooh, but you don't see the feet right away, like.
But I mean, you know that feeling when you're not, your feet haven't been done in a long time and they're tugging on the sheets. Like I think that's like you can't even play footsie. That's happened to me one time. My God.
No, I mean that just hygiene. If you're anything generally in your hygiene is not right, that's a deal breaker for me. But when it comes to, you know, the real stuff, a needy man drives me nuts. Like for real.
What does your perfect relationship look like for you?
Perfect relationship. I don't think that exists. But
For you.
for me, I think just an understanding, and then we're on the same page. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what people think. That we know what it is for us, and that's it. If there's any miscommunication and we're not on the same page, talking it out. I believe in communication. So if we're not talking, we're probably not going to talk later, and then we shouldn't talk in the future, and that's it.
In the movie, your character said that if a woman participates in Friends with Benefits, then she's seen as like a bad person.
Yeah.
But if a guy does it, it's fine. Do you think that's true?
I definitely think that that's true. I think that a lot of my friends actually right now, this is like sidebar or whatever, they're going on Tinder dates. They're, you know, it's just a whole different, generationally, it's a whole different ball game when it comes to dating and relationships. And I definitely think that there's a double standard for women, but I feel like there's also a ceiling that's being broken through with all of these different, you know, social media dating things, and, you know, women just being able to be out there, make their own money and do their own thing, and there's no shame if, you know, you're taking care of yourself.
Right now, if you could choose, what's your love right now, acting or music?
Yes, saying this earlier too. I really like creating music, but acting is new. I feel like right now,
Right now. Ooh, we had to choose.
this
right
moment,
now.
ooh, girl! Oh my gosh, all my friends are gonna be so mad. When I
Right
say
now.
the acting is really dope.
When you first read the script, were you surprised by the plot twist involving Eva, or are you pretty good at predicting those things? Like, you know, whenever you watch a movie or read a script?
I was actually surprised by the plot twist. I didn't know really where it was gonna go. I had no idea. But I liked it and I was into it because of what it meant for women. That, you know, that double standard was just like done.
3 people, first thing that comes to mind.
Ooh, girl, you got that.
Okay. All right. Hillary Clinton.
Okay. Oh, you want
First
first
thing that comes to
word?
mind.
Oh, I thought you want me to choose.
First
I was
thing,
like, okay, I'll
first
choose.
thing that
first.
comes to mind.
Strong.
Kanye.
I'm just really coming up with a word.
First thing.
Yeezy season.
Donald Trump.
Terrible.
What was the film in South Africa that you just did?
It was Honey 3.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna ask, what was it like working with Billy again, since this is y'all second film together?
It
was it
was-
easier for you? with
It
him
was,
being up?
I mean, it was easier. Billy has never made it difficult to, like, he is definitely knows what he wants. I'm talking about, like, a girl that knows what she wants. Billy knows what he wants. And the first film, he knew that it was, like, new for me, and not even new, but just, like, something different for me. So he didn't cater to it, but was aware of it. But then would push me. And I think that that's always important when you're working on a project that's new and fresh. You gotta push yourself. And then in Honey, we're out in the middle of Cape Town, South Africa, and I, you know, didn't have any family, friends around. It was me and my assistant. And long days, 16-hour days, 6 days a week, but made it happen. And Billy was right there, just support system. So it was good.
What song is on your playlist right now that people like? You know, your friends are like, "Can you stop? Like, fast forward, please."
Well, they might love it though at the same time. Okay, I love 30 Hours, Kanye's record. I was trying to listen to Kendrick this morning because I know he came out last night, but didn't get through that. But I'm stuck on Erica. I gotta do her mixtape. I'm sorry, I'm giving you so many answers. I just really love music. And then I'm a big like Earth, Wind and Fire, Stevie Wonder fan. I just grew up on it with my mom and my dad, so yeah.
Okay.
Eclectic.
Would you remix any of those songs?
I feel like I would never touch them. They're just so sacred. I don't know. I like listening to them.